What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5 here in a beautiful Thanksgiving day in the winter season of Series 14. Today, we're driving around in our Ultima Evolution that we unlocked in the last video, doing the D-List Seasonal Championship. So if you haven't seen that, definitely go check it out. But today, we're going to be jumping in to the next championship. So let's go and take a look at that. And I think, as we said, we were going to go down, or kind of go up in the classes. So this one was D, this one's C, this one's A. So we're going to do C today. So we're going to be doing the Real Mechanic Street Racing Championship. Our car restriction is C-Class 600, and we've got to use a classic muscle car. And this will get us the BMW M2 Coupe. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump over here, and I've got 3 different cars set up. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into our first race and into our first car. All right, here we go with El Lago Blanco. Sure. But for this first race, we're jumping into the 1997 Holden Torana A9X. Up on the screen now is our new format of sharing the tune information. I call it a tune sheet. So on there you'll have the share code, the name of the tune, and name of the tuner as always, and then a photo of the car. But we'll see what this thing can do against all these other classic muscles. See if Australia can keep up. I think this is the lightest classic muscle car there is, and that's kind of one of the reasons I picked it. I figured with it being so light, it would handle pretty well against these other heavier cars. So we'll see how that handles. We're already up in the second, so we're looking good. We've got an old Mustang in front of us. I think it's a 68. Could be wrong. I don't know. Just so you guys know and have a heads up before we jump into any of the further races, I'm going to use 3 different cars in the video today. That's just to show you guys different options that can be used. It does not mean that you have to use 3 different cars. Also, be aware of this turn right here. It is going to get probably all of the drivatars. Let's see. No, usually they're like, well, I mean, usually I guess it's faster cars. They usually just fly into that embankment there, like that if you go straight. But yeah, just make sure you're aware you do not have to use 3 different cars. I do that just to show you guys different options that can be used in case somebody may not have, I mean, say this car for example. Everybody might not have this, and they may have one of the other 2 cars that I'm going to use. So just a different option, but just to make you guys aware. Another important thing about these seasonal championships is you do not have to come in first in all 3 races. It is a seasonal championship, so that means that it is based off of points at the end of all of the races. So it does matter where you finish, but you don't absolutely have to come in first all 3 times. And we'll take a look at that after this race, and we'll be able to take a better look at the points after the second race. But we're handling this pretty well. This thing feels pretty good. It is all-wheel drive swapped. I think all 3 of the cars that I'm using today are, just because it makes, you know, these races so much easier to manage. So that's why that happens. Again, this is a video to help people, you know, get these done as easy and quick as possible. So that's why there is all-wheel drive swapped tunes onto these muscle cars. We are almost to the finish line though. Got about 12% or so left, and we're looking good. We definitely have quite a sizable lead on the drivatars, which is always a nice little cushion. And we just have 1 more checkpoint and the finish line. And we'll go across with a little bit of style. There we go. Alright, so Holden held out well. That's a good car in my opinion. So if you have it, that's probably one that I'd use, quite honestly. But as you can see, for first place, we got 20 points. So this is the race leaderboard. If I hit continue, this is the championship leaderboard. And as I said, we'll take a better look at that after the second race, where there are, 2 races worth of points on the board. But we'll go ahead and jump into that next race and into our next car. Alright, here we go with Los Laderas. And for this race, we're jumping into the 1969 Ford Mustang Boss 302. Up on the screen, as always, will be that tune sheet with the share code for the tune that we're using. So we'll see what this one can do. I think almost everybody should have this car. Maybe not. I can't remember how you get some of these cars. I feel like this was a showcase reward. Maybe? I don't know. I know it was in the original Horizon. I feel like it was something like that in this one too though, but hard on the brakes. Around the turn we go. Let's see. We're at least keeping up with the drivatars, which is good. We're making some time, pushing the other Mustang through a little bit. Come on, let us by. Alright, there's one Mustang passed, there's 2 Mustangs passed. There we go, on the inside there. I think that was that might have been another Mustang there. An older Mustang, I think. And we are up into first place. So this one definitely feels really good through those turns, which is good. Easy and stable through there. Maybe not the fastest, but I definitely prefer a little more control over top speed. So it's just a matter of, as long as it can keep the drivatars behind us, I'm fine with having less speed, but having more stability through turns. This thing feels really good. So I think either this or the Holden right now are really good options. Sometimes it's hard to actually give a recommendation on the tunes because, all of them are equally good. Some of them might be a little better suited for some driving styles, but, I can't be the judge of everybody else's driving style. But for me, both of these have worked out really well. So, got about 20-ish% left on this race. But as I said, do a little poll down in the comments section. Today is Thanksgiving when this video is posted. Definitely let us know down below, what is your favorite Thanksgiving food? We'll say, like, it could be turkey, it could be ham. Mine's green bean casserole. I'm pretty certain I could eat an entire, baking dish full of it if I was allowed. But what is yours? Let me know down below in the comments. And then on the next video, we'll do another something like that. But, alright, there's a first place finish there. And as you can see, we got 20 more points on that race. So if I hit continue, we are up to 40 in total on the championship. So we are 8 ahead of second place going into our final race. So we'll go ahead and jump into that and into our last car. Right, here we go with Horizon Call of Jera, and in our final car it is the 1970 Chevrolet Camaro Z28. So as always, the tune sheet is up on the screen and we'll see what this thing can do. This is supposedly faster than our Mustang was, so I definitely feel that already. On the outside, cut in here, hard on the brakes. Okay, already up in the first, less than 15% on the race. This thing feels really good actually. It is more powerful for sure as far as speed goes, and it has at least the brakes to back it up. I mean, it's only C class, so it really doesn't need too much, I guess, but it definitely feels a little loose, which is kind of how I like to drive anyway. It kind of fits my driving style where it kind of whips that back end out just a little bit, but not enough to break it loose. But this thing feels really good. This one might be the most fun to drive if you're looking for that in your championship run, I guess. But Yeah, this thing, it wants to break out, but it just doesn't, which is nice. It is all-wheel drive, as I said. All three of the cars that we use today in this video are all-wheel drive, so you know, those front-wheel drive or front tires kind of keep it from breaking loose, especially as you get back on the gas. But yeah, this thing is absolutely demolishing the driving cars right now. Let's just keep pushing. We have a little over 30% left of this race. Should be an easy win for us. Again, as long as nothing catastrophic happens. I do have rewinds on. That is a tip that I can give you. I would always keep rewinds on. This game does not punish you in any way, shape, or form for using rewinds, or even just keeping them on. In Horizon 4, you used to get a little bit of a CR or credit bonus for having rewinds off, but in Horizon 5, there is no bonus for having it off. So you might as well just keep it on. It could save you an entire championship, it could save you a race. You know, it just makes it easier. But that's another first place finish. We'll get 20 more points. We were 8 seconds ahead of second place. That is kind of crazy. But 60 points in total, that's the max that you can get on a championship, so we did really well with all three of our cars. And that should get us that 2016 BMW M2 Coupe. But there we go. That is the Real Mechanic Street Racing Championship here in the winter season of series number 14. I hope you guys did enjoy the video or found it helpful. If you did, either definitely leave a like on the video, definitely get subscribed for future Forza Horizon 5 content just like this. I hope to have the rest of the videos for this season out onto the channel today, so if you are wanting to keep up with those, definitely go ahead and get subscribed. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Happy Thanksgiving to all that celebrate. I do hope you guys get some time with your family and to eat some good food. Like I said, let me know down below what your favorite Thanksgiving food is. And I'd be interested to see some of your responses. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you in the next video.